And then in terms of Amrita, I'll say that I'm definitely proud that she kind of with it. And then we've definitely seen some improvements and some changes in her work habits and just overall taking ownership of some of the responsibilities and not making it everyone else's problem. So that's definitely been a good change to see. And yes, we knew when she started taking it seriously because she was quietly doing everything that she needed to do without being reminded.
Love the faces being made.
Yeah, I bet. I'm not home with her right now. But yeah, we've definitely been hands off. So my take from this whole experience was maybe we coddled her a little bit too much.
Yes, there's no.
Now I know for the second one.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's just how it is. I mean, you want the best for your kids. Like
Yeah.
we talk with parents all the time, and um, at the end, it's like week 12, and the parents are asking me, "What do we do? Like, how do we support my child more so they keep going in the right direction?" Like,
Yeah.
do nothing, zero. Just
No, I think, yeah, I definitely.
And I mean, she's an adult now. She's, as she says, like she's going to be on her own. She will be away, and all
Yeah.
responsibility on her. So she's already preparing that she knows.
Yeah.
Um, and as you mentioned, like in terms of taking ownership, taking responsibility, that's the big determinant. That character
Hmm.
is really the make it or break it for most people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And she's been career and goal focused. I don't think she's ever derailed from that,
mhm,
which has always been reassuring. Like, I mean, yes, last year was a challenging year for her, but she's always been goal focused. So if it wasn't science, and it took a lot of courage for her to come out and say, this isn't for me. And she wanted to do where her passion lied. So I'd have to say, I have to give her ownership for that. And I'm proud that she was able to make that decision because there's a lot of kids that will feel like they're stuck. They have to follow through with something that they don't enjoy, right? And then halfway through their program in university, now that's when they're making those changes, or halfway through their career is when they're like, shit, I really never wanted to be a doctor.
yeah,
And then making that change then, right? So, I mean, she recognizes where her strengths are. So like that's a good thing, right?
absolutely. I think when we talked about her goals separately on like separate calls, she mentioned she wants to work with somebody or it's a relative that has a law firm.
Yeah.
So she wants to work in an environment to really see if it's hers, right? Because
Yeah.
again, going into an undergrad, but then law school, it's like law school is expensive and it's a significant commitment. You want to
Hmm.
make that commitment when you're like 100% sure. So I
Yeah.
love she's doing that.
There's hope for her. She's on the right track.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure if you were there for this, but she asked me my feedback.
Hmm.
I
Yeah, I
mentioned
did catch
to her,
some of it.
yeah, I mentioned to her like we've only you've only shown like 2% of your potential.
Hmm.
Like, although in this program you had to do some hard things and some things
Hmm.
like and you got through it, uh, it's only 2%, 3% of your potential. That's it.
Right.
Another 97% just weren't even discussed or employed yet. So
Hmm.
there's a lot of potential to grow. I
Right.
like that she has big ambitions, and I think over time life will teach her, um, like the realities will come. You know, the
Hmm.
realities will come with how hard actually it is to do things. But she already has the tools to deal with it. So
Hmm.
uh, yeah, there will be volatility in the short term, but in the long term,
Right.
she's going to generally get what she deserves. So as
Yeah.
long as she
No, for sure. And I appreciate you mentioning her controlling her mood and her emotions. And that doesn't necessarily define her. She just has to be able to navigate through those highs and lows with real life.
Mhm.
So I appreciate that. So thanks for that.
Yeah, it's you're welcome.
Well, it's better coming from another person than me telling her all the time. So the fact
Yeah,
that you were able to recognize that was a good thing, I guess, for her to know as well.
Yeah, it's a natural thing. We all have emotions. Some days I wake
Yeah.
up and I hate what I'm doing. There's days like this, but I know that most days I wake up and I know that it's the right thing. But
Yeah.
also my actions don't change whether
Correct.
whether it is a good mood or a bad mood. That's like
Right.
doing and once you get to that stage, once you get to that point, that's where you can get significantly ahead because a lot
Yeah.
of will be running on emotions.
Hmm.
But as a professional, over time you'll grow out of it and you'll figure it out. It'll take time
Yeah.
for sure. But that's what I've seen as like the big part. Um,
And
and
that comes with time and experience. And I mean, she's just entering this big world, so she'll figure it out. At least she's got some small tools to kind of help kind of start that process.
exactly, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm glad. I'm very thankful that you guys believed in this, that you believed in the process and you supported her throughout. That you
Hmm.
left it up to us to figure things out. I appreciate that. It allowed us to do the work well and keep going in the right place.
Hmm.
So it's good. I think moving forwards, she knows what to do. She knows what is required, the realities of the
Hmm.
world. And yeah, I already told her that she's welcome to reach out in the chat if she needs a phone call
Hmm.
or she needs a mentorship session, a coaching session about academic help or in general. She's
Sure.
welcome.
That's
Um,
awesome. Thank you.
yeah, and then we'll chat more about her sister in the near future.
All right. Sounds great. Thanks. I'm going to log off now because we're wrapping up here.
Sounds good. It's nice
All
to
right.
see
Thank
you.
you. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Bye bye.